All right, we're at the home of Mr. and Mrs. Forsythe. Beautiful home out here in the country. Really, really nice design. Just needs some attention as far as the siding. Other than that, it's gorgeous. So we got a couple things going on. The video is going to be pretty important to our scope of work. Also important, which I already spoke to Deb about this while we were here at the visit, is timing. They have a wedding out here on November 2nd, so they're looking to make a decision. Unfortunately, Mrs. Forsythe couldn't be with us on the appointment, but they're looking to have a decision by tomorrow. So if that's the case, we want to make sure we get them in the queue. If they do decide to go with us, we want to have it in the queue and rolling here so we can meet that November 2nd deadline. So we'll take a quick look around here. Our kind of overall scope of work, we are doing a 3/4 inch fascia replacement. We are putting in a new metal drip. We are not doing any work on the porch railing, porch columns, porch ceiling, soffit, or this little kind of almost arbor thing off the front porch here. We're not doing anything on that. They said that's going to be torn down. So basically our scope of work is all siding, all window trim, all corner trim, interior corner trim, chimney trim. Everything is going to be the Hardie plank material. We're going to keep the kind of post and lintel design here that you can see on all the trim, so we'll just duplicate that. So we looked at the Color Plus and kind of decided that that wasn't going to be the best solution. So we're matching Color Plus colors of the heather moss on the siding, the body color, and then the trim would be the Arctic white, which would be beautiful out here in a kind of country home with kind of the surroundings they have here. So that's what we're looking at again. Cedar Mill Select 8 1/4 fascia replacement with a drip, metal drip put on. No ancillary work on patios, porches, soffit, anything like that. Just looking at basically sidewall area. So starting out front here, one more important thing here before we kind of go around, kind of as a general scope of work issue, is none of this skirting. This is all going to be limestone. So we are not doing skirting anywhere around the perimeter, the foundation of the home. That is all limestone. So basically we're looking at from foundation, deck line, up as kind of our starting point for our Hardie plank. Again, quite a few windows and doors. We got 20, I believe 26 or 27 windows and doors combined. So that's a big part of the project, is all that head flashing, making sure all the weather sealing systems around the windows are in place before we go ahead and put on that Hardie plank siding. Got the chimney all the way up top here. Probably go around this way. Had some leak issues when the home was built as a result of that. Not anything after that, but basically you can see here there's some pretty good degree of rot right there. So we want to tear that off and inspect that. Pretty much everywhere else down below on the first floor, we're going to do an overlay. Of course, all the trim will go away, but the substrate we will use, still do all our Tyvek seam tape flashing from that point out. But we're going to take advantage of some of this good cedar and use that as a substrate. Again, not affecting installation quality or warranty, just simply adding some cost savings and being a little bit more efficient with the budget. So this is the same thing in the back here. All this skirting from this point here all the way across is going to be limestone. We're going Hardie from that point up right here. Again, you can see more windows and doors. Again, all this is superficial. This is kind of paint right in here. From there, though, basically that's where we're going to do our full tear off. Nothing on the upper floor, the upper story, is going to be left on. We're doing a complete tear off on the upper floor and then just doing more conservative down below. So that's what we got. No painting of any exterior doors. Not doing anything there. And again, you can see here all the conduit, everything we can pull away, and then reside and then reattach all that conduit. Got some kind of little outlying fascia there. You can see the chimney is just in really bad condition up there. So that's something to tear all that off, inspect all the framing, resheath it, then our Tyvek seam tape flashing, all that, and then the Hardie system. Coming around here, so again, just not degree difficulty, pretty good. We got all flush ground, which is nice because we will be doing some second story work. But as you can see, nice level ground, no obstructions. The trees have been cut back for the most part. We got one little limb hanging out here, but other than that, we got really good access to the sidewalls. Over here again, you can see the downstairs here. Most of it, 90% of it, is protected by porch, so that's why we're going to be good to use that as a substrate. And again, approach it from a certainly more efficient standpoint as far as the budget goes. All the upper part here will be torn off, re-sheathed with a 7/16 inch OSB, and then our Hardie system on top of that. This is a signal booster here for the cell. That needs to go back up. We will handle that and take care of that before we leave. Again, same thing here with the skirting. That is all going to be limestone. This will be covered during the pre-construction conference, but all these items will have to be moved away, and we'll just that way we can just come in here and get going with the siding scope of work. Try to be as efficient as possible as far as meeting that November 2nd deadline. Again, no porch railing, post work, anything like that, column work, nothing. Porch ceiling work, all that is not part of our scope of work. Those little gable vents way up top there, those will be retrimmed just like a window. Again, they keep the post and lintel design. All exterior corners like we see right here, that will all be Hardie plank as well. Just a beautiful home, nice piece of property out here. It's just gorgeous. Same thing under here, you can see in good shape. You know, no reason at all why doing a overlay here isn't indicated. This dish here that we're looking at, that can go away. This dish here altogether can go away and be taken down. Does not need to go back up. This is the guy. Again, we're not doing anything with this. That should all be gone closer to installation. This dish receiver up here, that is valid. That's a working receiver, so that needs to go back up. And then really the only area concerned down below, we need to cut this skirt out. Probably, actually, Mr. Forsythe and I were talking. We said to the window, or I told him to the window, but we'll probably go about, I'd say, a good 3 feet up, and from the deck, 3 feet up, and cut that out. Inspect it, make sure it's all, the framing's all good, and then resheath it to accomplish the equal wall thickness. So that's really the main part down below where we'll be doing a tear off. Everywhere else on the downstairs will be an overlay. So that's pretty much our scope of work. Again, colors are all picked out. It's an exciting project. Basically, we got one not too far from here that was a really exciting before and after, and I think this is going to be much of the same, especially with the colors. So. Really nice project. We really appreciate your time today, and we certainly look forward to working for you guys. Thanks so much.